Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Talk with Vanessa family series in partnership with Bella Ninja. And I'm excited to have you be a part of today's episode. So, on social media this last week, we've been hearing, or rather this week, there's been a lot of fuzz about what men go through with their pregnant wives and their cravings. I'm sure that you guys have seen as most crazy tweets as I have in the last couple of days. Some men say things like, oh, she asked me to get hot yogurt for her. I'm like, okay, where do you get hot yogurt from? I mean, I've been pregnant. Of course, pregnancy deals with us differently, but I mean, some of those things are just unbelievable. Do you give in to every craving that you have? There are some healthy cravings, like fish and all of those things. Please, by all means, give in to those cravings. But there are cravings that are absolutely not healthy for you, and it's a medical condition when you're, craving for things that are not food, like chalk, clay, and all of those things. It's a medical condition called pica or pica, whichever one, PICK. And the research, of course, science revolves. And what with the information that I have at the moment is that it could be a pointer to, a reduction in minerals, iron, in your body, and also an indication of severe anemia. So you want to talk to your healthcare provider. Today, I want to talk to you about how to handle your cravings. And first of all, I want to talk about the reasons why people have cravings during pregnancy, and how you, the pregnant person, and then your husband can make do of, coping with the whole experience. I mean, typically before your second trimester, all of those cravings douses down. But why do women really have cravings? There is the hormones. There hasn't been any concrete fact that support some of these things, but these are speculations, hypotheses. So the hormone, pregnancy hormone, women who just want their partners to be a part of the process, to be a part of what they're going through, more like, you put me in this condition, I can't be pregnant going through all of this by myself. You need to have a taste of it and all of that. And the unfortunate thing is that the men that their wives do this to are actually men that care. Because I mean, if the guy doesn't give a damn about you, you won't even see him around to begin to put up all of those fun. Sometimes it's also some sort of emotional blackmail, like, the guy is not giving me attention, let me see if I can let him know what I'm going through being pregnant, and just maybe he will look at me and pay attention and be there for me. And then lastly, the other reason why people tend to have craving, it's an ideology that people come into marriage, or getting pregnant. Once you get married, people are expecting you. You start hearing advice from all corners, life, right, left, center, from older women, what pregnancy is like, what you should expect, and things like that. And some people, like, they get pregnant and some of these things are not happening to them, and some of them just feel like out of place. Okay, so the regular I want to eat fish now turns to become a craving. So once she says I feel like eating fish, the man interprets, okay, are you sure it's not the baby, that craving I heard about? And then everybody is in panic mode. Really, it's not that hard. This experience is supposed to be as much fun for the mother as it is for the father. I mean, we can't change it. Men can't carry babies, so let's stop making this making them suffer. I mean, you were also there last week. I talked about sex. You were also there enjoying it, and then now it's as giving result, and one person has to be the one to bear the brunt. Okay, away from that, how do you cope with some of your cravings? I've talked about giving healthy cravings, giving into healthy cravings, and a little bit of the unhealthy cravings like ice cream, chocolates, every once in a while. But can it be controlled? Absolutely, absolutely. Because you also want to be able to keep your weight at a certain level so that you don't have to now begin to, now. And the work is not easy. There are some fats that are just die-hard fats. They just don't want to go away, and you don't want to be in that place. Okay, you don't have to give in to all of your cravings. Secondly, you have to make available healthy snacks, chewables, things that you just keep nibbling on. Don't miss your breakfast. Very key, very important. Make sure that you eat in the morning, and make sure, and Actually, studies have shown that women who eat healthy are less prone to having unnecessary cravings. So, as much as you can, eat healthy, have healthy snacks, have things that you nibble on, let your mouth be moving every now and then, and also, lastly, have a lot of sleep. Okay, it's been proven that women who are sleep deprived tend to have more cravings than people who actually sleep well. You need a lot of sleep when you're pregnant. I know sometimes we can't help it, you're working and you have to come back home. Just work a schedule around when you come back home, you want to just sleep until the next day. Stretch out with a lot of pillows and things like that. And for the men, don't complain too much. I mean, it's part of the love. And things that when you remember, you're proud to call yourself a father. So when she's talking, you too can say, I was there with you. Don't remember, don't forget. Yes, I didn't carry the baby, but I suffered this, I suffered that, I suffered that. It's part of the experience. I mean, so I hope this information was helpful. Let me do a recap. Eat in the morning, eat your breakfast, don't miss it. Eat healthy, have healthy snacks, have chewables. When you begin to have unhealthy cravings for things that are not normal, you want to talk to your healthcare provider. It's not something to panic about. It's not abnormal, but they can help you and tell you other things that you can do to substitute for those unhealthy cravings. And then lastly, I talked about sleeping well. It is going to help you. And then you don't have to give in to all of your cravings. It is absolutely controllable, absolutely controllable, especially when things are beginning to get out of hand. I mean, you don't want your husband driving out at 3 a.m. and something happens to him. You end up raising that child alone. You don't want all of that. Okay, so enough of all the hassling and making men suffer for what what they don't understand. So yeah, that's all I want to say today. And have I told you that I missed you? Yes, I did. I did. So until I come your way next week, I'm still your favorite lady. Keep loving, keep living, keep enjoying. Have yourself a fine weekend.